That's 5. All right. All right, wake up. I have a kitten at the barn, and I need your help. Hearing this in my household is not the most common thing, but living on a farm with 10 plus barn cats means it is going to happen every once in a while. Knowing I had the chance to have a new kitten is pretty much the equivalent to a new puppy or new animal to invite into the house. On a sunny day in May of 2020, we headed to the barn and into the loft to see an extremely tired yet protective mama cat, cuddling her young kitten as we tried to get a better look. At this point, my mom had informed me that the kitten was not in good shape and would most likely not make it, and the same went for the mother. Sadly, the kitten did not make it, and we now had a mama cat who was trying her best to stay alive in an old barn and also whilst blind. We usually do what we can to help our barn cats without spending the most outrageous amount of money on a vet trip, but this cat seemed different. Out of every cat at the barn, this was the only one we could never pet. She was always scared and ran away from us, but it felt like she was finally giving us a chance to help. When we took the injured cat to the vet, they told us that she was mostly dehydrated and needed lots of food. But most of all, she needed one, if not both, eyes removed. The vet said he would do this surgery under one condition: the cat never steps paws in the barn again. And so we went along with the surgery. After the surgery, we now had a cat with one eye that was still quite terrified of humans, but was not completely against a few pats here and there. We brought her home to the house, which already had one inside dog, 2 outside dogs who do not enjoy cats that like to find their way inside, and about 7 outside cats. So adapting to this new environment was going to be a challenge. When trying to think of where she could sleep and have room to explore, I volunteered my room as her home. Her first few nights consisted of escaping into the rest of the house and hiding in the most annoying corners. Then finally, it seemed she had found her spot on the corner of my bed, which was fine with me, but I was still frustrated that she was scared of me. Days went on, and me and my new friend were still having a hard time connecting, not to mention every night consisted of this blind cat chasing a toy mouse and running into every possible object in the room, which usually ended up in me waking up thinking there's a rabid animal in my room. Sometimes if the cat was sleeping, I would attempt to pet her as softly as possible to see if she would just let it happen. This would usually last around 5 seconds and then escalate to a very angry cat and a mildly scratched hand. The longer she stayed, the more comfortable she got. It was very obvious she was beginning to feel safe in her new environment as she got to know her new surroundings. After about a month, it started to get sort of frustrating that this cat would not let me pet her or get close in any way. I started to worry if she would ever come out of her shell. On a morning that started like any other, I woke up with this heavy feeling on my chest and immediately went to feel what this could be. I was met by a purring furball asleep on my chest and a sense of pure satisfaction. She finally accepted me. After this moment, the cat had finally gained my trust after all the frustration and attempts at getting her to like me. This event taught me that even when someone or something is at their worst, never give up on them, give a little effort, and have a little faith, and you might end up with a new best friend. Hold on. Gotta show the people. End of it. Yep, 5. All right.